When is enough enough? You made the decision, so stand on it. What's the point of building momentum if you're going to keep letting your mood, distractions, or your lack of energy knock you off course? It's not about starting. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. You don't lose progress because you're lazy. You lose it because you're unprotected. And if you keep building without protection, you'll rebuild over and over again. Hey, welcome to the Mind Your Business Mentor podcast. I'm Stephanie, your host and your mentor. And as a life coach for entrepreneurs, I use this podcast to help solopreneurs who are stuck between burnout and breakthrough. I know that struggle. I've been there and I frequently visit there from time to time, but we're working this together. We are learning to mind our business holistically to get in alignment with our life and our business. Starting is exciting, but protecting your progress is where real success lives. In this episode, I will talk to you about how to protect your progress by building systems for your life beyond your mood, your emotions, and your energy. I walk you through the 5D philosophy from decision to domination so that you can keep moving forward no matter what happens around you. So I was truly motivated to do this subject matter for this episode, especially during this time. There's a lot going on in my life, right? I just moved, and as you know, moving can be stressful beyond words. I don't even know how I can explain it. And if you've moved any time in your life, I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. But as jarring and disorienting moving can be, right after we moved, me and my son flew to Atlanta for the podcast summit. Very glad I made the decision. It's kind of stressful, like I said, with everything that's going on, but yet and still I made that sacrifice because I needed to do that for my business. And then in addition, because I have family in Atlanta, I finally got to visit one of my favorite cousins in the world here in Atlanta. She has a house here in Snellsville and she bought it 6 years ago. And this is my first time coming out. I finally made it. So it all lined up. But when you change your daily surroundings, when you change your daily your location and have your stuff situated around you the way that you're used to having it around you, maintaining your processes, maintaining your systems, maintaining your habits, it can be hard to do, especially if they don't exist. Maintaining the progress that you've made, even if you have established a routine that you are not conscious of, or you are familiar with your surroundings and you know where everything is located and you kind of follow the same process when you get up in the morning or whatever. When you move around and you start traveling and stuff, that can all change unless it is a system that you have put in place to help you. So I thought that that would be a good subject matter because I've lost progress, or at least I felt like I've lost progress. I've definitely lost momentum every time something changes. And sometimes that change can be something as small and as minimal as your mood. Like you don't have the energy. You don't have you're just not feeling it. You're not thinking about it, or it's just like, nah, not today. And when you are pushing yourself to accomplish something that you have never accomplished in your life, that's not going to work. You have to keep moving, even if it's in small increments. And what will work for you is customized, meaning what works for you may not work for me. But that's why you must know, number one, who you are. Number two, who you want to become, because you're going to have to become someone different when you're trying to achieve something that you've never achieved before. I'm going to say that one more time. You're going to have to become a different person, not your personality and what people know you by, but you're going to have to become a different version. There it is. You're going to have to become a different version of yourself. that has the ability to take you somewhere that you've never gone before. And if you keep stopping, you start a business, you stop doing the tasks that are going to bring that business to pass. You don't complete or do everything that that business requires. When you start wanting to be on top of your finances, you're going to have to do things differently, and you're going to have to do them differently consistently. That may mean changing banks. That may mean some new software. That may mean implementing a budget, so on and so forth. And I've had to do them all. I don't want to get ahead of myself by talking about my story, because I definitely want to bring you the information that you need to manifest and craft your story. But if you've had to start over and over and over and over again, you've lost some progress. Your progress is unprotected, and I want to help you fix that. Which is why we talk about clarity so much in the MYB community. Because without a clear picture of where you're headed and why you're headed there, it's easy to stop and start, because you don't know why. It's important to have a why. I know I'm not the first person to tell you that, and I'm not going to be the last. It is super, super important to have a why, because it makes it easy to stop when you don't know. I started multiple businesses. Some are not even worth mentioning. Never made it far enough for it to make a difference. And some of the businesses made it to a certain spot and they hit a ceiling, but they didn't necessarily hit a ceiling because the market changed like it did when I was in real estate, or hit a ceiling because the algorithm wasn't friendly. It's because I didn't protect it. I didn't protect it by continuing to move forward with the vision that I had written for myself. That's why I said you made a decision. So stand on it. I have gone through a lot of processes in my life, and not mad at it whatsoever, because you have to figure out your formula. You have to figure out what works for you. You have to figure out what works for you based on who you are working to become, what situation that you're in, who you are responsible for taking care of or cohabitating your life with, what job you have, your financial situation, so on and so forth. There's a lot of moving parts and a lot of components that feed into that. But you have to find some stability so that you can continue to move forward. I've had to start over multiple times. Weight loss, skin care, learning goals, business goals, relationships, you name it. I've had to start over because I didn't maintain the activity or maintain the behavior that was required to continue to move forward, to accomplish the goal, to get closer to that person, to build that business, to step over from burnout to breakthrough, where your whole life changes and now money's not the issue and you have more time on your hands to help, whether it be through contribution, whether it be to be a life coach, whether it be to run a podcast, so that people that were in your situation can learn how you changed it. Well, one of those ways of changing it is to protect your progress. So we're going to start going through this MYB philosophy. Number one is decide. Decide to protect. Protecting your progress starts with a decision. You must decide to be the kind of person who doesn't just start, who keeps on going. That's that be, do, have philosophy. You decide who you want to be first. Then you do the work. That's when you have the results that you're seeking. If you don't decide, you'll never, or you'll keep letting your mood or outside circumstances run the show. And we can't have that. We can't have that running the show, because it's not going to get you where you want to go. So then you have to discover where you're at risk of losing your progress. You can't protect what you haven't identified. Discover where you're most likely to lose that progress. Is it when you get tired? Is it when your business is slow or you don't know what the next step is? Is it when you get distracted by other people's ideas and identities? Once you see the weak points, then you can build protection around them. How do you build that protection? Develop, build your systems. Systems carry you when energy dips. Build routines and habits that make action automatic. Morning routines set the tone for the day, and evening routines close the day and prepares you for the next day. Then there's habit stacking. It helps you link new habits to the ones that you've already established. Small daily actions lead to big results over time. Start small so that you can remain consistent. And that consistency is your deliver. Stay in motion. Keep showing up, even when no one is watching. Let discipline lead when motivation is gone. Deliver on the promise you made to yourself over and over again. Keep showing up even when no one is watching. Let discipline lead when your motivation is gone. Progress is built in small, unseen moments. You have to appreciate the invisible times, the days that seem invisible. And if you can keep doing that, that's when you dominate. Consistency at scale. Dominate means keep making that decision daily, over and over. It's where you bring in the automation so tasks happen without thinking about them. Immersion, surrounding yourself with the environments, the people, the tools that keep you aligned with the goals that you set for yourself. Protecting your progress across your whole life. If you want to protect your progress, you can't just guard your business. You have to guard every part of your life. That's because everything is connected. When one area breaks down, it can affect the others and throw you off track and cause you to stop. The MYB Life Categories: personal growth, relationships, financial, business, quality of life, and contribution. They are your 6 walls around your progress. They are the 6 walls that make your life holistic. And the stronger each wall, the stronger your whole entire structure. The easiest way to keep them strong: build them into your daily and weekly routine. Keep the actions small and simple. Do them consistently. Let the routine do the work, because consistency is the real cheat code. So how do we do that? Let's start with personal growth. That's you becoming the best version of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. How would we do that? Morning routine. You could meditate for 10 minutes, read for 10 minutes. You could journal and do a short workout, 30 minutes tops. In your relationships, staying connected and building trust with people who matter most, like weekly connection calls, text, FaceTime, you name it. Financial, managing and growing your money intentionally, right? How would you do that? Through weekly money dates. Review your finances regularly. Review your spending. Update your budget. Set automations, whether it be with your bank or bill pay. And then in business, running and growing your business with focus. Monday planning sessions to review your goals, your schedule, your schedules, your priorities, and track your progress, but not too much. Don't get in your own way, right? But you need to know where you're going so that you can celebrate your wins. Quality of life, creating the space of joy, rest, and the things that you love. Daily wind down, hour with no screens, focusing on hobbies, rest, and family time. And then contribution, giving back and making a difference, like starting a podcast, because your voice, your experience, it matters. But monthly volunteering, set a percentage to donate from your income. Do mentorship. Each one teach one. That's a contribution. When these small actions are a part of your routine, they happen whether you feel like it or not. It's how you keep making progress without burning out, without starting over, and without leaving parts of your life unprotected. I want to help you do that with the Progress Protection Plan Worksheet, a guide to help you design routines and systems that protect all 6 areas of your life, available inside of the MYB community. Join the MYB community today at community.myblifestyle.com. The link is down in the description. You'll access tools, resources, support, and it'll give you the ways to protect your progress and live your life in alignment. Stop starting all over. Stop losing the work that you've done. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop allowing other people's success or actions or even the people that drain you stop you from becoming the person that you need to be, that you want to be, so that you can accomplish the things that keep you up at night, the things that you can't stop talking about. You got this, because I see you. I see you working. I know what you want. I may not know in detail, but I know you want a better life. I know you want to do better. I know you want to be better. I know you want to give more to the people that you love. And that doesn't always mean financially. It means in time. It means in intention. It means in presence. So protect your progress. Keep moving forward. You made a powerful decision. Pressing play today and watching this episode. Subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and hit that little bell so that you get notifications every time I drop an episode, which is on Tuesdays at 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Review your life. Review your character. Review your thoughts and your goals and everything so that you can see where you are right now, so you can determine what steps need to be done, what steps need to be taken to get you where you want to go. And the only way that either one of us can do that is by minding our business.